Good day to you, beautiful people. My name is Yinka, and I'm an occupational therapist for Dragon Special Spare. Today, I'll be talking about developmental milestone. Your child at 2 months. I'm going to give you four baselines at which you can use to assess these children's development. Now, what is developmental milestones? Developmental milestones are things most children can do by a certain age. How your child plays, learns, acts, moves, offers an important clues about your child's development. So developmental milestones are things that they do that you know that okay, this children is developing at the normal pace. Now, I'll give you four baselines at which you can use to assess, which are social and emotional, language and communication, cognition. Cognition means the ability to think, and then movement and physical development. That's the four baselines at which you can use to assess. Let me repeat it again: social and emotional, language and communication, cognition, and physical development. So now, for social and emotional, now your child begins to smile at people, can briefly calm himself, and then tries to look at parents. That's three things that you should look out for. Begins to smile at people at this age, briefly calm himself by bringing hands to mouth, sucking hand, and then they tries to look at parents. Now, for language and communication, your child coos and makes goggling sounds. Coos and makes goggling sound, and then turn heads towards sounds. When there's a sound, they turn heads towards it. And then for cognition, which is the third baseline at which you can use to assess, they pays attention to faces, they begins to follow things with eyes and recognize people at a distance. And then they begins to act bored. They act when activity does not change. That is for cognition. Now, don't forget I said language and communication, social and emotional, and cognition. And then for physical development, your child begins to hold head up, and then they make smoother movement with hands and legs. Don't forget there are two things that you look out for in physical and physical development and movement. They hold head up, and then they make smoother movement with arms and leg. So that is four baselines that which you can use to assess. So you should act early by talking to your doctor or an occupational therapist if your child does not respond to loud sound, if your child does not watch things as they move, if your child does not smile at people, and if your child does not bring their hand to mouth. This is the normal thing that a 2-month-old should be doing. So if you are not seeing any of these things, you should seek an occupational therapist or your child's doctor. So, what is that thing that you can do to help your 2-month-old cuddle and talk to your baby during bathing, feeding, and dressing time? And then you copy your baby sounds sometimes, but when you are doing that, you use a clearer language. You should talk and read and sing to your baby. You should encourage your baby to lift his head up during, for example, maybe when your child is lying down in a prone position, you encourage the baby to hold his head up. And then you also play with your baby on the bare floor. So these are the things that you can do to help your 2-month-old. And I hope you have learned one or two things in this video. See you next time.